le ciel bleu vole en silence.
Whether you're excited to shop for fall or sitting this season out, there is no reason to wait to start dressing in all the fall vibes. Today, I'm going to talk about fall trends you already own. These are things that are hanging in your closet that are also on the runways for fall 2025. So welcome if you're new here. My name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist, and my whole focus is helping you build a wardrobe that you love so that you look beautiful and confident every single day. And that everything that I do here is for that, including trend videos like this, because one of the things I love is seeing the clothes that I already have in my closet represented on the runways. And a lot of things that they're calling trends are really things that many of us wear or own or have or use all the time. And so I kind of wanted to call out some of these pieces because kind of staying on trend or staying current, staying modern, staying fresh in our style doesn't necessarily mean that we have to buy the trends that we love. Often it can be just a way of styling things that we already own so that they look even more current. So anyway, that's the focus of today's video. And of course, I have lots of guides coming up for you. I have body type guides, body type capsules, and color capsules coming up in the Style Confidence Club. You should definitely check that out. I'm going to pop up an image here so you can kind of see. I'm super, super excited about the capsules and the way that they're coming together. They will all be fully ready by the end of the month. And then I will have my updated Modern Classics Wardrobe Guide for fall 2025, 2026. There are a few changes, a few updates. Super, super excited about that. Let's get into today's video. Okay, so the first trend that you have that's already hanging in your closet, everybody has something tailored. And sharp tailoring was a huge trend on fall 2025, 2026 runways. So this is something that, you know, is so easy to just pull out of what we already have. If you have a tailored coat, you have a tailored blazer, you have a pair of tailored trousers, you have a tailored vest, you have anything that has, you know, like sharp tailoring to it, this is the season to bring it out because this is absolutely having a moment. So we saw, you know, there is still that slightly oversized blazer look, but whether your blazers are slightly oversized or more classic, it's really more about tailoring than it is about fit. You know, many of us already have these and have acquired these pieces in recent years. Now, I did get a comment recently. I wish that fashion YouTubers would stop talking about blazers because we don't wear blazers anymore and blazers are no longer required in my workplace. And she also said I would feel overdressed in a blazer. Obviously, you do you, but I am a personal stylist. I work with a lot of clients. We enjoy wearing blazers. Some women love them, some women don't. But if this tailoring trend is something that speaks to you, I would encourage you to do that. And I would encourage you, if you've got a more casual lifestyle, as many of us do, to consider wearing tailored pieces in a more casual way like I do. I wear blazers with jeans. They are like my fall layer here in Florida. So it's not about wearing a head-to-toe suit look unless that's what you want to do. It's really about making this trend work for you. Maybe it's tailored pants with a sweatshirt or a tank. Maybe it's a tailored jacket with a pair of jeans or with a pair of joggers. Like, just make it work for you. But tailoring is a key trend for fall and something many of us have. Maybe for you, it's just going to be a tailored wool overcoat, right? When it gets cold. Okay, the next trend, this is one I'm super, super, super excited about, is burgundy, wine, oxblood, whatever you call it. Like it's the color of the season, followed closely by red, which is my favorite color, but wine and red are two of my favorite colors, and it's such a hot color this season. We're seeing it in coats, we're seeing it in leather, we're seeing it in sweaters and in knitwear, we're seeing it in everything, in shoes, in bags, and accessories. It's all over. It will be all over stores, and it was all over the runways for fall winter 2025. So I'm very, very excited about this trend. Now, if for some reason you're not a wine person, you don't love wine, you don't love burgundy, you don't love oxblood, first of all, I think you should get that checked out because I just don't understand why you don't like that color. Seriously, it is one of the few colors, and I don't say this lightly, one of the few colors that's nearly universally flattering. There's a version of this color that works for everybody. And we saw it in every iteration from like raspberry to like deepest oxblood. So that's one thing. And then the next thing I would say is if wine still isn't your thing and I haven't talked you into it, then I would say consider another jewel tone, because we saw jewel tones galore. We saw a lot of colors, and we saw like dark, rich colors. We saw cobalt, we saw oranges and deep reds and emerald greens and a lot of chocolate browns. So lots of beautiful colors to lean into this season that you already own. Okay, the next one is a big one, and it's skirt lengths. Skirt lengths. I almost like fell out of my chair when I started watching the fall runway shows and started seeing midi, 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 midi. I'm like, we've seen midi for years. We've seen midi. I'm like short. Can we maybe bring back some other lengths besides just midi skirts? Now, I love a good midi skirt. It's not as much as the next person. I'm wearing a midi dress right now, but we need variety. And this season, they finally brought back variety. We are finally seeing knee length and just above the knee length skirts for the first time in what feels like an eternity. But really, we're seeing a lot of like classic like street length skirts, and then just above the knee skirts. We saw a lot of them on the runways, all the different lengths, and these are like more classic skirts than we've seen in recent years, and very like kind of 50s and 60s inspired, a little bit like straighter skirts, slightly A-line skirts, often in plaid or in wool. A lot more classic styling in that sense, and I was really, really happy to see a variety of lengths. Again, have not seen anybody's knees in a long time. And if, like me, you're petite and you like the variety of skirt lengths and you want something that's not just going to always have to be hemmed or always have to be long, then I think this is a great trend. If you've got skirts that you love, as I do, that you've maybe put aside for a little while, and they are at that, kind of that length that's at the knee, right above the knee, that just has not been trending in recent years, pull them out. This is the season to wear them. So we're seeing all lengths. We're seeing minis, and including micro minis. We're seeing just above the knee. We're seeing knee length. We're seeing just below the knee. We're seeing midi, and we're seeing maxi. Like every single skirt length is represented, and I just love variety. I love variety, and I think this means that there's something out there for everybody. I like these shorter skirts with knee boots and oversized sweaters. That's kind of the way we're seeing them, but there are a lot of different ways to style them. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is chunky knitwear, chunky sweaters. Who doesn't have a chunky sweater for fall, winter? If it's cold outside, I'm going to be in a chunky sweater. Now, I used to joke that, it's cool in Florida. I'm going to wear my sweater, like my one sweater. But I have acquired a collection of sweaters in spite of the fact that I do live in a warmer climate, and I'm excited to break them out for fall, winter. Like sweaters are a really key part, and we're seeing a lot of like chunkier, oversized sweaters. We have to style these carefully. Like I'm going to do a little front tuck on mine. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do them with maybe a cigarette pant and not a wide leg pant, because nothing is going to look harder or be harder to wear or less flattering on a petite than a long bulky sweater and long baggy pants. So it's about balance, and it's about how you style them, but chunky sweaters are a major trend. And also we're seeing chunky sweaters combined with other textures like leather, like silk, like satin, and I just love that. Okay, statement belts, statement belts, statement belts. If you have a wider belt in your wardrobe, if you have a belt with an interesting buckle, if you have a belt that's got any kind of statement detail of any kind, maybe it's a color, maybe it's whatever, this is the season to break it out. And you put it on over your coat or over your blazer or over your dress, and it's a moment. That's it. Like, that's all you have to do is put on a belt with whatever it is you're wearing. Now, if you don't have that belt, this is something that's easy to pick up affordably. You can buy them at thrift and consignment stores, of course. You can buy them, at fast fashion retailers. You can buy them high end, wherever you choose to shop for them. I'm definitely going to be investing in a couple more belts this season. It is such a major, major trend. One of the belts that I think is really very versatile is like a wrap style belt. Ada is a brand that I love that makes a lot of great wrap belts, but they're really versatile because they're adjustable, and you can put them on over a coat or a blazer. You can put them on over a dress. You can wear them with so many different things. So belts are huge. You can even bring back, again, your old wide statement belts that you have. I also love these over a long cardigan. Just a lot of different ways to style a statement belt for fall. And again, you probably already have it. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is boots. Knee-high boots and over-the-knee boots. Now, I know over-the-knee boots are not for everybody, so don't come for me in the comments. I love over-the-knee boots, although they hardly ever stay up on my legs, and I know that they're not that practical. I think they're so cute looking, especially if you're going to do them with a little bit of a shorter skirt. But knee-high boots are 100% back. And what we're seeing is tall leather, tall suede boots, and we're seeing a lot of more fitted boots that fit along the leg shaft. So they're like more of a sock boot that are high, but we're also seeing classic riding boots. And just a wide variety of knee-high boots. I'm very, very excited about this trend, because I feel like we've had just booties, and we've also had like really chunky boots for several seasons. The boots this season are a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more classic. So if you have a classic riding boot or a more streamlined like suede boot, that's going to be a big look. And so dust them off. Also, if you have scrunch boots from a couple of years ago, I bought a pair at Target like 3 years ago that I absolutely love. Scrunch boots are also a major kind of knee boot trend that I think is easy to wear and easy to style. Okay, the next trend that I really like is sculptural jewelry. And this is one that, again, many of us have in our wardrobes. What's sculptural? It's like a metal, piece of metal jewelry in a cool, interesting sculptural shape. And so maybe that could be a seashell. Maybe that could be, just a cool, like, bold hoop or bold geometric shape or bold square or whatever. It's a little reminiscent of like the statement earrings from the 1980s, like the bold gold trend that dominated the 80s. Like maybe we were talking about like a big button earring or something like that. But sculptural styles, we're seeing it in cuffs, we're seeing it in necklaces, we're seeing it in earrings. It's a major trend, and many of us have been sitting on some of these pieces in our jewelry drawers for a long time, just waiting to break them out again. So I'm telling you, it's time. It's time. We can bring out our sculptural jewelry. We can start styling it again. And one of the things I'm loving is doing statement with statement, like, and this is like, my eye's gonna have to adjust to this. But I'm seeing like dramatic earrings and dramatic necklaces worn together. So we will see how much that actually takes off and how much of that we actually see go off the runway and into the streets. But I'm excited about the idea of like wearing statement jewelry again and expressing my personal style through jewelry again. So that's something to lean into this season. Like, it's so easy to say, like, what kind of jewelry do I want to wear? How would I make a statement with my jewelry if I were to make a statement? And then find that jewelry. Okay, the next thing that is a trend that we all have, and I love this one, is menswear patterns. Now, this ran the gamut, and again, I want to say nothing is new for fall, really. Nothing is groundbreaking. There's things that we're seeing come back in again. And so menswear patterns include pinstripes, include plaid, and include stripes in general. So we're seeing a lot, anything pinstriped or plaid from past seasons is definitely aligned with fall 2025. So if you have pinstripes, if you have plaid is always in style for fall, but it is absolutely a trend this season, and we're seeing it in everything from coats to skirts to accessories. Like, it's everywhere. So plaid is a key look. Break out your plaid pieces this season. They will look like you just bought them, and even if you're recycling them, which we are all going to do. Again, pinstripes, another thing. If you've got a pair of pinstriped trousers, or if you have a pinstripe blazer, break it out, restyle it this season, and it will look fresh and new. So I love it. It's a classic pattern, and it's not one that ever dates or was ever out of style, but right now it's actually trendy, so it's an opportunity to wear it and mix it up again. And then, of course, like I said, stripes of all kinds. We saw stripes galore, and I'm obsessed with a stripe. And I often think of stripes as being like a spring summer kind of thing, like the snappy stripes that we're seeing, but we saw them for fall, and I'm excited about them. So again, pair them with denim, pair them with leather, pair them with whatever you want. These are just key, easy patterns to style for fall. Okay, next I want to talk about faux fur. Okay, so a lot of us have faux fur pieces, and if you have real, fur pieces from back in the day or whatever, you can break those out again, but really it's about faux fur this season, and we're seeing it everywhere, and I love it. So we're seeing fur coats for sure, like faux fur coats, head to toe faux fur is definitely having a moment, but we're even more than that. We're seeing fur trim on everything from gloves to jackets to hats to clothing. Like, it's just fur trim on everything. Loved seeing like little faux fur stoles. It's just like a return to like glamour, I think, and faux fur really kind of signifies that in my book. So it's just cozy. It's very fall and winter friendly. It's fun, and it's just an easy way to just kind of try out. I mean, again, this is something that you already have. If you do, like, break it out. Many of us have faux fur pieces in our wardrobe, and if not, like, maybe consider just like a small piece of faux fur. Maybe a little faux fur scarf or wrap would be perfect for this season. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is exotic animal prints. So cheetah, leopard, whatever you want to call it. My daughter calls it cheetah. I call it leopard. Is absolutely the dominant animal print for the season. It is everywhere. I am so happy. I feel like this is my season. Can you guys tell how excited I am? There's ox blood. There's skirts in different lengths, and now there's leopard. I feel like somebody up there was listening and saying, let's just send Netta some love. She's been waiting for this to come back. So leopard just makes me super, super happy. We know it's been trending for a while. It's not going anywhere. We're seeing a ton of leopard coats, leopard clothes, leopard shoes, leopard bags, leopard everything for fall 2025. I am super, super excited about this trend. Leopard is a great neutral pattern that I think is so much more versatile than we give credit for. Like, it goes with colors really well, it goes with other neutrals really well. It's just a beautiful, beautiful classic pattern. And again, leopard doesn't go out of style, but it is having a moment, so I am here for it. I'm taking advantage of it. Now, the other adjacent trends to this are other animal prints. So we're seeing a lot of python, we're seeing cow, we're seeing, I want to make sure I'm not missing any, zebra, and we're seeing deer, like lightly dotted, like deer looking, like animal print. So if you're like, leopard doesn't suit me, or my color palette, or I don't love it. And again, if you don't love leopard, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We might need to have a chat about that. But there are other options. So again, python, maybe you like zebra, maybe you like cow, maybe you like deer. But like there's an animal print out there for every color palette, every personal style, every taste, in my opinion. And I love it. Okay, the next trend, and I can't believe I forgot this in my fall trends video. I was trying to narrow it down. There's so much happening for fall winter that I left out lace. And lace has my heart this season. I already said leopard has my, like, that I love leopard, but lace, I am so happy because this is a little unexpected for fall, winter. I feel like lace is something we associate more with spring, summer a little, but we saw dark lace, moody lace, and I know I talked a little bit about the kind of the gothic glam kind of trend in my fall trends video, but lace is absolutely a major trend. So anything that you have that's lace trimmed, a lace trimmed cami, a lace trimmed blouse, dress, whatever, like, break that out this season. But I am obsessed with lace. If you have a lace blouse, like, what I really want this season is I want like a white lace, or maybe black lace, like layering top, like a fitted, almost like the mesh tops, but I want it to be a fitted turtleneck in black lace, that I will layer underneath blouses, underneath sweaters, underneath vests. Like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm also seeing a lot of lace skirts. Some of them are completely sheer and come with opaque layers, but the reason that they're sheer is so that you can wear them over things like other skirts and pants and dresses. So there's just a lot of layering with lace and a lot of like leaning into like the femininity of lace this season, and I love it. Again, something you probably already have in your wardrobe. So that's it. I don't know, I think it was like 11 fall trends that are already hanging in your closet. Like, go into your wardrobe right now, put them on, and be fabulous. We're all going to be ready for fall, even if we don't do any shopping. So I hope that you found this helpful and enjoyable, because I think this is really the way that we need to approach fall. How, and any season. What do I already own? What am I excited to wear? How can I restyle this so it feels fresh and fun and modern? And then what missing gaps, what little pieces, often they're accessories, what little missing gaps do I have that I can easily add to my wardrobe that will update everything I already own? It's not about starting over every season. It's about working with what we have and being strategic and making updates that way. So again, hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like, please. It means so much to me. I am trying to grow this channel, and share it with a friend. Tell them, look, you're already set for fall. You already have all the fall trends. And then, of course, don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.